Lectures on functions of a real variable continues. This is the 5th lecture in this series, and the title is Composite Functions. I am your lecturer, Professor E.O. Efanga. Definition of a composite function. Consider the functions f from a to b and g from f of a to c. Then the function GOF from a to c is called the composite function of f followed by g. The image of x under composite function of f followed by g is given by GOF of x is equal to g of f of x. Let us illustrate this with diagram. This is a diagram illustrating the composite function of f followed by g. The image of x under f is f of x. Then the image of f of x under g is g of f of x, which is equal to the image of x under GOF. Similarly, we define FOG as the composite function of g followed by f, and the image of x under FOG is given by FOG of x is equal to f of g of x. And the illustration for this is this. The image of x under g is g of x. Then the image of g of x under f is f of g of x, which is equal to the image of x under FOG. Example 1. Let f of x equal to 6x plus 5 and g of x equal to x squared plus 1. Find GOF of x. Solution. To find GOF of x, we have to start with g of x. Given g of x equal to x squared plus 1, then GOF of x is equal to g of f of x. That's in place of x, we put f of x, and that will give us f of x all squared plus 1. But f of x is 6x plus 5. So this is equal to 6x plus 5 all squared plus 1. We may expand this to obtain 36x squared plus 60x plus 26. Example 2. Let f of x again be equal to 6x plus 5 and g of x equal to x squared plus 1. Find FOG of x. Solution. To find FOG of x, we begin with f of x. So given f of x equal to 6x plus 5, then FOG of x is equal to, in place of x, we put g of x to obtain f of g of x. And this is equal to 6 times g of x plus 5. But g of x is x squared plus 1. So this is equal to 6 times x squared plus 1, then plus 5. Opening this bracket, we will obtain 6x squared plus 11. Example 3. Let f of x equal to 6x plus 5 and g of x equal to x squared plus 1. Find FOF of x. Solution. Again, we start with f of x. Given f of x equal to 6x plus 5, then FOF of x is equal to f of x. That's in place of x, we put f of x. And that is 6f of x plus 5. But f of x is still 6x plus 5, so you put 6x plus 5 here to obtain 6 into 6x plus 5, then plus this 5. When you open the bracket, this will give us 36x plus 35. That's 6 times 5 is 30 plus 5 is 35. Example 4. Let f of x equal to 6x plus 5 and g of x equal to x squared plus 1. Find GOG of x. Solution. Given g of x equal to x squared plus 1, then GOG of x is equal to g of x. That is, put g of x in place of x to obtain g of x squared plus 1. But g of x is x squared plus 1. So this will give us x squared plus 1 all squared plus 1. Expanding this and adding 1, we obtain x to the power 4 plus 2x squared plus 2. Example 5. Let f of x equal to 6x plus 5 and g of x equal to x squared plus 1. A. FOG of 1. B. GOF of 1. C. FOF of 1. D. GOG of 1. Solution. A. To find FOG of 1, we begin with g of 1. So first, let us find g of 1. G of x is given to be x squared plus 1. So to obtain g of 1, we will put x equals to 1. So that will give us 1 squared plus 1, which is equal to 2. Then FOG of 1 will be equal to f of g of 1, which is equal to f of 2. But f of x is 6x plus 5. To find f of 2, put x equals to 2. And this will give us 6 times 2 plus 5, which is equal to 12 plus 5, and that is 17. B. First, let us find f of 1. F of 1 will be equal to 6 times 1 plus 5, which is 11. So therefore, GOF of 1 is equal to G of 11. And this is equal to 11 squared plus 1. And that is 122. C. FOF of 1. We record that f of 1 is 11. So FOF of 1 will be f of 11. And this is equal to 6 times 11 plus 5. And that will give us 71. D. GOG of 1. We record that g of 1 is equal to 2. So therefore GOG of 1 will be equal to g of 2. And that is equal to 2 squared plus 1, which gives us 5. On your own, given f of x equals to 3x minus 2 and g of x equal to x squared plus 2 minus 3, find 1. FOG of x, 2. GOF of x, 3. FOF of x, 4. GOG of x, 5. FOG of 2, 6. GOF of 2, 7 FOF of 0, 8 GOG of 0. This is the end of our lecture 5. Thank you for watching and keep on watching.